Hello. Today we're going to look at how we can tie a Google Calendar to our Wix.com site. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new page. And it just depends on what you want to do. I'm just going to go ahead and do a blank page. Click OK. And it's called blank. I'll probably change the title of this and I'm just going to call it Calendar. And just copy that, copy here, and it may look a little different, but in most cases it's the same. You just add a page, and most of you have done that. Now I'm on my page. Now what I want to do is add a calendar. To do that, what I want to do is go to the app market. And the reason I want to do this is because there's already a free calendar in there that will tie Google together. So let's just type in calendar. And you will notice that you have some calendars here. One is the Google Event Calendar. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit Add to Site. What it'll do is it'll automatically populate and throw a calendar in here. I'm going to drag that calendar down into the page itself. And notice that it looks like a calendar, but we need to set that calendar up. What I would do is double click on that calendar. What it does is it will bring up the Google Calendar information, and at the top it's going to ask us to connect to an account. So if I hit Connect Account, and this is my Google account, I would type in my Google information, it knows who I am, and I would hit Allow. Now, if you're like me, I have multiple accounts, okay? I can choose the calendar that I want it to use. So if I want to use any of the calendars that I've created in Google, I can use that little drop down or whatever it is. So I'll use JCS events since I have some things in it, and then I'll delete that calendar out. Some of the options are the settings right now. You see how it looks? That's how it looks. I mean, it's behind. But let's go to design. We can change the color, the background, or whatever. And finally, going back to setting, which is probably the most important. How do you want to visually see it? 24 hours is probably good. What do you want to see? Maybe the default view is monthly. That's what you see in the background back here. But maybe we want to do weekly. Notice how it changed the background to weekly, and I'll just exit, and then you'll see it's like a week, and it has every hour. Double click again to go back in. I can set up the day. I can also select the hours that I want it to be seen at down here. But let's go back to weekly. Let's do an agenda type. It'll change the look of that so that you see the agenda types like this. Double click again, and I might change it to a timetable. And it looks like this. And basically it just puts the items that are happening in there. So either way, it's a calendar that you can choose to modify any way you want to do. Like I said, you can change the, and I'll go back to agenda type maybe. Notice that your options do change. Weekly, notice they change. You want to set it to, let's say, 3 o'clock. And again, this is probably in Army time. So you've got from 8 a.m. So you're looking at 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, sorry. And then once you preview that, we'll see preview here. Here's what we see. Scroll bar over on the right. I guess I went too far, sorry. But I've got what I want to see. And you can see those things are here. And any item that we want to place in here goes through the Google account itself. And that's how you build this calendar. It's very simple, very straightforward. Just make sure that when you go in, you know where you want to place it. It'll pop up on your screen. You just drop and drag it where you want. Double click. And then what you can do, change the settings. Voila. Set it the way you like. For me personally, I like the agenda type, but that's me. You can do whatever you want. And then you just, of course, save and publish it. And that's it. Hopefully this has been very helpful to you.